it. Okay, so we're going to start just standing and just finding our alignment. So we'll start feet together, turning toes out, followed by heels. So just looking down at your feet, make sure they're tracking straight and parallel to each other. Soft through the knees, hips facing forward, shoulders round and down and ears over the shoulders. Placing the hands on the hips, so we're just going to rock that pelvis forward, flattening through the lumbar spine and back and arching through the lumbar spine. So a couple more times, rocking forward and back, and then we're going to find the halfway point between the two, nice neutral spine position. Placing the hands over the rib cage and drawing the shoulders down the back. Nice deep breath in through the nose, feel that rib cage expanding, and out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in, try not to breathe up into the shoulders, and out through the mouth again. So while we continue with the deep lateral breathing, I want you to imagine that belt around your waist, drawing the sides towards each other, belly button back towards the spine, and then feel those pelvic floor muscles like a lift coming up. 1, 2, 3. So tightness through the whole abdominal core region, but you can keep with that deep lateral breathing. So relaxing the arms down by your side, and we're just going to start with those forward shoulder rolls, so nice and slow. Taking those shoulders through their full range of movement there. And we're going to go one more time forward, and then we're going to reverse up to the ears, over the mountain and down the other side. So squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. And again, we're going to do one more time, and then we're going to relax the shoulders down the back. And on the in-breath, we're going to float the arms out to the side. And again, locking those shoulders down the back as we reach the hands up to the ceiling. On the out-breath, push the air away as you bring the arms back down. So really working on that scapular stability now, not letting those shoulders ride up to your ears. And then we're going to hold it here, palms facing away from you. And we're going to drop the elbows down to shoulder height and squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you. Good. In breath, up to the ceiling. On the out breath, slide the elbows down and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. One more time. In breath, up to the ceiling. On the out breath, drop the elbows down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to take the arms back up to the ceiling. We're going to bring them straight down in front of you. Circle them back very gently, don't force it, and back up to the ceiling again. Good. So out breath, push the air away. In breath, sweep the arms back up to the ceiling, and we're going to reverse now. So we're going to bring the arms back again. Don't force it, just taking those shoulders through their range of movement and back up to the ceiling. And last one here, we're going to circle the arms back, round, and back up to the ceiling again, keeping the palms facing away from you. We're going to push the air away, turn and look over the right shoulder. Push the hands back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. In breath, taking those arms back up to the ceiling. On the out breath, push the air away. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Push the hands back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. One more time to each side. In breath, arms to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're going to push the air back and look over the right shoulder. See if you can increase that a little bit more as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. In breath, arm to the ceiling. And on the out breath, push the air away. Turn and look over the left shoulder as you squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep the arms back, center the head. We're going to interlock those fingers, turn them inside out, and then squeezing those shoulder blades together, we're going to lift the hands up away from the glutes there. Good, so just breathing through that lovely stretch through the front of the chest, trying to get those shoulder blades to touch behind you. And then relax the hands back down onto those glutes. Keep the hands interlocked. And we're going to drop left ear to left shoulder, drawing that right shoulder down the back. And then chin to chest, we're rubbing that chin along the chest. Feeling that stretch through the back of the neck, trying not to tip forward, ending up with right ear over right shoulder. And then chin to chest again, take your time, feeling that neck stretching up, ending up with left ear over left shoulder. Center the head back up. We're going to unlock the hands and give the shoulders a bit of a roll there. Good. So from there, we're going to go into our half roll down as we did, as we've been doing before. So keeping those knees soft, scooping the belly button to spine on the in-breath. On the out-breath, we're going to go chin to chest, rounding down, slide the hands to the knees. So we're flexing through the back. Hook the hands onto the knees, and then we're going to lengthen crown of head, draw the shoulders down the back, and take the eyes towards the ceiling, into the back extension, and then we're flexing through the back, rounding back up, stacking the spine, and roll the shoulders back. Good, one more time. In breath, belly button to spine. On the out breath, chin to chest. And we're rounding down to the knees, lengthen through the crown of the head into that back extension, stretching through the back, chin to chest, flexing through the back and rounding back up and roll those shoulders back. Good. So keeping those knees nice and soft now, we're going to go left hand down, right arm up to the ceiling. We're lengthening through the waist and then going over into that left side bend, reaching that right arm over the top. In breath to center, and we're changing arms here. So left arm up, right arm down, lengthen through the waist and over to that right side bend. Good. We're centering up again, right arm up. Left arm down. I'm just going to show you the next one now. So we're going to go over into the side bend, keeping those knees nice and bent and soft. And then we're going to reach that right arm over to the left corner, bend the knees, sweep the floor, and bring the arm round and back up again. Good. So over into that left side bend, then hinge forward, reach to the far corner, drop the hand down, round and back up. One more time, over into the side bend, hinging forward, reach the hand forward, soften the knees, brush the floor and round and back up to the ceiling. Brilliant. So we're changing arms here. So we're going to go left arm up, right arm down. So over to the side bend and then reach that hand forward, soften the knees, sweep the floor round and to the side. Good. Over into the side bend. Remember that pane of glass, so we don't want to be twisting in that side bend. Reach the hand forward, brush the floor round and up, and last time, and just hold, when you reach forward this time, just hold that stretch forward as we reach to the corner, and then drop down, sweep the floor and round and back up again, and relax the arms down and give the shoulders a bit of a roll. So when you're ready now, we're going to come down into our full roll down. And obviously, if that's not comfortable, use your chair here. So this is where it comes into play. So scooping belly button spine on the in-breath, on the out-breath, chin to chest. And we're slowly letting those arms hang, head hang, peeling one vertebra at a time off the imaginary wall behind you. Taking time through that lumbar spine all the way down, either to your chairs or hooking the fingers under your toes or place the palms flat on the floor. Head hanging, shoulders down the back, and we're going to straighten through the left knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through the right knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. We're going to straighten through both knees. If you can, head hanging down, draw those shoulders down the back, just breathing through that stretch here. And then we're going to soften through the knees, scoop belly button to spine. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine, coming up to standing, and rolling those shoulders back. Excellent. So from there now we're going to go into some squat work. Now if you suffer with your knees, just don't come too low. So obviously we're trying to work these quadricep muscles, which is really important if we have issues with knees, because obviously the stronger they are, the more they support the knees, but obviously don't push it. So having the feet quite wide towards the edges of the mat there, we're going to imagine that we're going to sit down on the chair. So we're taking the weight back, reach the hands forward and nice and broad through the chest and push back up. Good. So take the weight back, keep the chest proud, and then pull up through these quadriceps to stand back up. Good. 3 more. On the out breath, squatting back and push back up again. So if the knees are uncomfortable, don't come too low. If you're not feeling it, good, go a little lower. Good, and pushing back up. Good. One more time, reach the arms forward. We're squatting down and pulling back up. So this next time, we're going to do a squat and then go into a side bend, squat, and change side bend, okay? So take the weight back, reaching forward, pull up, and over to the side bend. I'm not going to say a side, you choose the side, and center. Good. Squat. Try not to let those knees go out. Keep them facing forward. Up and opposite side bend. Good. 2 more to each side. Squat. Pull up. Hopefully you're feeling it a bit through those thighs. And side bend. Squat. Pull up. And side bend. We've got 1 more time to each side. So keep those knees tracking straight. Squat. Pull up. And side bend. Last one here. Squat. And pull up. And over into the side bend. Brilliant. Come up to standing. Shake those legs off a little bit. We're going to do 1 more with the squat work, but we're changing the position slightly. So feet to the edges of the mat. And then we're going to turn the toes out slightly. Now this time when we squat, we're not taking the weight back anymore. We're just dropping straight down, but the knees are going out to the side. So rather than forward, they're going out to the side and then pulling back up. Again, if it feels too much for you, just don't go too low. So as we drop down into the squat, we're going to brush towards the floor and arms up to the ceiling. Good. So knees to the side, squat and push back up to the ceiling. Good. 3 more if you can. Squat and push back up. 2 more for squat. Really pulling up through those thighs. Last one here was squatting and pull back up and bring those legs together. Relax the arms down and just shake that off. Good. Feeling a bit of a burn through there? I hope so. Okay, so we're going to have the chair to our right side, or we can just use something, or we're basically going to be working with one leg. So you just want something that if you feel a bit wobbly, you can take hold of. So the chair's going to be on your right, so we're going to work with the left leg. Even though we're working the left leg, so we're going to be lifting side and back, the strain is really going to be on this right side. So if you start to feel like that gets enough, just have a breather and then come back into it again. So pointing through the left toe, we're going to reach that leg up. So we're pulling those muscles to lift the leg up and lower back down again. Good. Reach the leg up and lower. Good. Just try not to hitch that hip up. Keep the hip down and lower. Good. 2 more times. Lift and lower. Good. Last one here. Lift and lower. We're going to take the leg out to the side here now. So we're lifting to the side and lower. For 2 and lower. 3 more here. Take the leg to the side and lower. Last one and lower back down. We're taking the leg back so we can bend the supporting knee slightly, just ever so slightly hinging forward, and we're taking that toe back and lower. Take the toe back and lower. Good. Take the toe back and lower. Good. 2 more. Take the toe back and lower. Last one here. We're going to take the toe back and lower. Let's come to standing. Give a bit of a shuffle because I'm sure that right side is burning a bit for you. We're just going to stay with lifting that left leg for a moment. So we're going to point the left leg forward. We're going to sweep it out to the side, back, and brush it on through. So forward, out to the side and back, brush on through. Good. 2 more. Forward, out to the side and back. Bring it on through for the last one. Out to the side and back. And lower that to the floor. And again, just give those hips, let's just circle those hips round. I'm sure it's burning a bit. Good. And we change direction. Good job. Okay, so we're just going to change the chair onto the other side of us now. Just so we can take the leg to the side and the chair's not in the way there. Good. So nice and wide and broad through that supporting left leg. We're going to point the right toe, trying not to hitch that hip up, and we're going to lift and lower. Good. Lift, keeping the crown of the head lifted to the ceiling. Good. 3 more. Lift and lower. For 2 and lower. Last one here and lower, and we're pointing the toe out to the side and we're lifting it out to the side and lower. Stay nice and strong and lifted through this left side for 3 and lower. 2 more. For 2 and lower. Last one here. Lift and lower, and we're going to take that leg back. Bend the supporting knee slightly and just ever so slightly hinging forward. And we're taking the right leg back and lower. So keep the leg back when you lower it. You just take the toe to the floor and lower. For 3 and lower. 2 more. For 4, reaching it back and lower. Last one for 5 and lower. Bring that foot down. Just have a little bit of a stretch out there. And then getting ready for the full circle now. So planting that left foot back down. We're pointing the right leg forward. Sweep it to the side, back, and pulling it through. Forward, sweep to the side, back, and pull it through. Good. 3 more. Forward, side, and back, pulling it through. 2 more. Side, and back. Bring it on through for forward, side, and back. Good. Take it back down to the floor, and we'll circle around again. Good job. Feeling a bit of a burn there? Yeah. So it's really funny because it's the supporting leg that really feels the most uncomfortable, but it's good because we're firing these glutes up as well. Brilliant. So from there now, we are going to come with our hands onto the chair and then just creep the legs back a little bit so we can get into our nice neutral spine there. So obviously we want our belly buttons tucked up. We can bend our knees a little bit here, but try not to be too close where we're scrunched. So just get those feet back a little bit, bending those knees. So you feel that the ankles are still sort of under those hips, but you're comfortable through that back. So we'll just have a little play with the cat stretch. So rounding the thoracic back up towards the ceiling, and then flattening and into that back extension. And now, as we flex it up, I want you to come onto your toes. So up onto your toes, drop the head down between your arms. We're going to roll back onto the balls of the feet now and lift the toes up for the back extension. So up onto your toes for the flexion, drop the head between the arms, and then we're going to rock back onto the balls of the feet and flatten and lengthen one more time. Up onto your toes, rounding through that back, and then back onto your heels into that back extension. And we're just going to flex off. So one more time, up onto the toes, rounding up through that thoracic back and coming back to your neutral spine position. So we're going to take the left leg back behind you, quite a big, maybe about 1 meter apart. Bend that right knee slightly. And then we're going to push the heel down to the floor. So we should be feeling that calf stretch here. And we're just going to hold that stretch for 10, 9, 8. You can always come onto forearms if the wrists are uncomfortable here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and changing position. So left leg forward, really stepping back with that right leg. Keep the heel up for the moment. Bend that left knee and then heel to the floor. And we're holding that stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw that right leg in. Good. We're just going to stand up for a minute, roll those shoulders back a little bit, and then we're coming back down to the chairs again, back into that position where you've got that nice neutral spine, and we're going to point the left toe back behind you. And then we're going to reach that left leg back up. So trying to get it towards hip height, but more importantly is the length here as you're reaching it back towards the wall. Touch the toe to the floor. And then we're going to reach that leg back again. Try not to hitch that hip up. So keep those hips nice and level. And lower. Now we're going to try and do a leg and arm raise. So as you lengthen the leg, you're going to bring that right arm forward. Good. And touch the floor. And we're going forward and back again. Keep that belly button scooped. Don't lose that neutral spine position. And lower. Good. One more time. We're lengthening forward and back. Good, and lower. Take the hand back onto, in fact, let's change legs. We'll come back onto the other one, but probably all feeling it already. And we can just swing our hips from side to side, bend those knees actually, and just loosen that back off. And then we're going to point the right toe back, scooping that belly button to spine, and we're reaching back with that right leg. Again, try not to hitch the hip up. And lower. Good. Reach that right leg back. And lower. Good. Next time now, we're going to do the leg and arm. So reach that right leg back and forward with the left arm and lower. Now again, if it feels a bit too much through the knee, just bend that left knee slightly to help support you forward and back. And lower. Good, last time. Reaching forward and back. And lower back down again. Good, bring that foot in, bend the knees and just drop the hips from side to side here. Good, really dropping those hips down. Good, and just feel like you're stretching that back and pelvis off a little bit. Coming back to the center again, we're going to take the left leg back. We're going to lift that left leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot, take the foot up to the ceiling, lengthen it away, and lower back down. Good, so it's probably even harder than on all fours here. So take that leg straight back, bend the knee, flex the foot, take the foot to the ceiling, lengthen that leg away and lower. Good. On the next one, we're just going to pulse it. So we're going to bend the knee now, flex the foot, take the foot to the ceiling. We're pulsing it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Bend those knees and drop those hips again. Good. And drop from side to side. Brilliant. So we're working on the right leg now. So we're sliding the right leg back, belly button scooped. We're reaching that right leg back to touch the wall behind you. Bend the knee, flex the foot, take the foot to the ceiling, lengthen the leg away, and lower. Good. We're taking that leg straight back. Remember, you can always come onto forearms here and bend that supporting knee if necessary. Flex, take the foot to the ceiling, lengthen and lower. On this next one, we're pulsing it. So we're going to bend the knee. So the heel's coming to the glutes here. Flex the foot. Take the foot with the bent knee to the ceiling and we're pulsing it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lengthen the leg away, lower. Bend those knees again. Drop the hips from side to side. Good. And then we can round back up and just give those legs a good shake off. Good job, everyone. Okay, so from there now, we're actually going to do the nice thing on the chair and actually sit on it. I'm going to bring my camera down fractionally. Good. So we're going to sit on this chair, nice and tall. We want to just sort of, if you look at your thighs, halfway up the thigh wants to be sort of hanging off the chair. So we want half on and half off. We're going to take those knees nice and wide, so a little bit like our squatting where the knees were going out to the side there, and we're going to have the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We're going to place the hands onto those inner thighs, and what we're going to try and do now is pull those knees open a little bit more. So I want you to feel like you're squeezing your glutes, you're opening those knees and relax. So squeeze the glutes, widen the open and relax. Good. So Teresa, can we get those legs a little bit wider there? Good. That's it. So we should be feeling these glute muscles firing up as we open those knees and relax. Let's go for 3 more. Squeeze to open and relax for 2. And relax. Last one here. And relax. And then we're taking the arms out to the side. We're going to bring the left hand down to the outside of the left foot, right arm up to the ceiling, back up to sitting, and then we're going to do the spine twist where we take the left arm back, follow the hand with the head, and center back up. Good. So don't worry if the chair restricts you a little bit there, that's fine. So we're going to take the left hand down to the left foot, back up to the center, and then take the left hand back, follow the hand with the head, and center. Good. One more time. Left hand down to left foot, right arm up to the ceiling, center back up, and take that left hand back and center again. Good. So we're going to change sides now. So we're taking the right hand down towards the right foot, lift that crown of the head up to the ceiling, and then open that right arm back, follow the hand with the head and center. Good. Right arm down to the right foot, come back up, and then opening that right arm back again. Good. One more time. Right hand down to the right foot. Pull yourself back up to the center and follow the hand with the head. Center back up, relax those arms and give them a nice roll there. Brilliant. So while you're just loosening that off, I'm just going to go through the next one. What we're working here is these oblique muscles, the side muscles. So we're going to have the hand behind the head, shoulders relaxed. We're going to reach the left hand down, all the way down to the floor, and then feel like you're pulling yourself up with this right side back up to sitting, okay? We're going to stay on the same side. We're going to do 5 to one side and then 5 to the other. So when you're ready, we're reaching down to the left, and then pull yourself back up again. So really feel these core muscles working. We're coming down to the left and pull yourself back up again. Good. 3 more. Sweep the arm down and use those side muscles to pull you up. 2 more. Sweep the arm down. Use those side muscles to come up. And last one here, sweep the arm down and use those side muscles to come back up. We're changing sides here. So we're going to go right arm, take it down to the floor and pull yourself up. When you're coming up, think about bringing that crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Good. 3 more here. Sweep the hand down and draw the waist in to come up. 2 more. And draw yourselves up. Last one here. Sweep the arm down. Draw yourself up. I say the last one. That's the last one of the singles. We're now going to do from side to side. We're going to do 3 times to each side. So we'll start with the left and squeeze to come back up. to the right, and squeeze to come back up again. Good. 2 more to each side, to the left, and squeeze to come up, to the right. And remember, really lift the crown of the head up as you come. Good. Last ones, to the left, and squeeze to come up, and to the right. Good, and squeeze to come up. Brilliant. We can just walk the feet together a little bit, drop the head down. We can hook them around the back of the feet, just give those shoulders a little roll, and just deep breaths in and out, just letting that head hang down. Good, and then very gently scooping that belly button to spine. We're going to round back up and coming up to sitting. Okay, so this next one now, we want to stay exactly where we were, so sort of sitting halfway on that chair, but then we're going to lean back now into the chair. So this looks comfy, but what we want to be doing is trying, so we don't want to slide back, we don't want this position. We're going to sort of slouch back, but we're drawing the belly button to the spine. So we're trying to get that lower back, and sorry, I've got black top and a black chair, but we're trying to get that lumbar spine back towards the chair. It's not going to happen, but that's the feeling, because we want to have nice and strong through our core muscles here. So we're going to place the hands behind the head. And I'll just show you the first one. So we're going to bring the knee up, and we're going to bring the knee towards the opposite shoulder. But they don't need to touch. And watch, we don't want to be pulling on our necks. So our necks aren't moving. It's knee to elbow and lower, and then knee to elbow and lower, and just make sure you're not pulling on your neck at all. And at all times, you're trying to get that lumbar spine into the back of the chair or the wall. Okay, so we're going to go left knee up, right elbow towards the left knee and lower, and then we're changing. So right knee up, left elbow to right knee and lower. Keep that belly button drawn into the spine and lower. Make sure you're not pulling on your neck, so they don't have to touch. It's just feeling those abdominal muscles. That's what we're working here. Good. And lower. Good. We're going to do 2 more to each side and lower. Good. So last ones here. Elbow to knee and lower, elbow to knee and lower back down. Brilliant. Relax those arms down. We're going to hook the hands, so we're staying in the same position, still got our core nice and tight and engaged there. We're going to hold the back of the chair, and we're going to lift the one leg up, and then engaging that core, we're going to lift the other leg up. Now, if you feel at any time that you feel those rib cage are popping out, then maybe just go back to working with one leg here. Okay, so it's quite a strong one. Just make sure that back is supported. So lowering the legs back down again. We're going to change, so we're going to lift right leg up, and then engaging the core, we're going to lift that left leg up and lower the left and lower the right. So left leg up, engage the core, right leg up, hold it up here this time, and we're going to start kicking for 10 and 9, squeezing that belly button for 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet back down, just the tips of the toes. And we're going to lift the legs back up. We're going to open the legs wide. We're going to cross them one leg over the other and open. And we're going to change the top leg now. Good. Keep that core engaged and cross. If you feel that you're losing that, then just take one leg to the floor and cross. Good. Open and cross. We're doing one more to each side. And cross, open and cross. We're going to take the feet back to the floor, sit up tall, open your knees, and we're going to drop down again, hook your ankles. Feeling those core muscles? Yeah, good. Okay. And just stretching out through the back there. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to round back up. We're going to just give our core and legs a little bit of a break here. We're going to work our arm muscles here a little bit. So coming back forward on that chair again, or basically we probably still haven't moved. So you're sitting halfway again, forward, crown of the head up to the ceiling, feet relaxed and on the floor. We're going to take the arms to the side. Starting with the palms to the ceiling, shoulders down your back. So we're going to rotate the hands round, palms to the ceiling or to the back of the wall, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. So in breath, palms to the ceiling. Out breath, rotate them back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Good. In breath, palm to the ceiling. Out breath, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. 3 more. In breath, palm to the ceiling. Out breath, rotate back and squeeze. 2 more. In breath, palm to the ceiling. Out breath, rotate back and squeeze. Last one here. In breath, palm to the ceiling. On this next one, we're going to hold that rotation. Now we're going to place the palms towards each other. Try and clap your hands. So we're pulsing back for 10 and 9, 8, 7. Try and keep the ear over your shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax those arms down and give them a shake off. Good. I bet you thought this was going to be a whole lot easier. Okay, so we're taking the arms back out to the side, palms facing away from you. We're doing little circles forward here. Good. So we're going for 10 and 9. Keep pushing the palm away from you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're changing direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you can relax those arms down. Give them a nice shake off. Good job, everyone. So from there now, we're going to sit up nice and tall on the chair. We can have the left hand holding onto the bottom of the chair. We're going to lengthen that left leg straight out in front of us. Right arm, we're going to open out to the side. Follow the hand with the head. And center, lowering the foot. We'll stay with that left leg and right arm. We're going to lift and open and lower and center. One more time. Lift the leg, open and lower and center. We're going to change arms here. So we're pointing through the right leg, lift the left arm up, and we're taking it out to the side and center and lower. Lift the leg, take the arm out to the side, follow the hand with the head, center and lower. Good. Last one. Lift, take the arm out to the side, center and lower. We're going to hold both hands onto the bottom of the chair now. So I'm just going to come side on, so you can see where I'm at. So I'm sat sort of halfway back on the chair. So I'm not leaning back. I'm holding on to the bottom of the chair here. Now, of course, if at any time you feel that the chair might tip forward, just shuffle back a little bit, okay? So crown of the head to the ceiling. We're lifting the left leg and then the right leg straight out. We're pointing through the toes. We're going to open the left leg out to the left, just the left leg and center. And then we're going to open the right leg out to the side and center back up. So left leg out to the side and center. Keep the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and center. One more time to each side. Left leg out to the side and center. Right leg out to the side and center. We're going to drop the toes down, so tippy toes on the floor. We're going to lift the legs up, open both legs out to the side, center, and tippy toes down. Good. So lift out to the side, center, and tippy toes down. Good. 3 more. Lift out to the side. So we're working the front of those legs again and down. Last one here. Lift out to the side, back to the center, lower back down, and again open those knees and we're rounding down to the floor. We can just rock from side to side there, just loosening off through the back. Good. Okay. So from there now, we are going to come to sideways sitting on the chair. So, Therese, I'm just thinking for you here. I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm just trying to think of the best way. I think that's probably the best way to show you. So we're sitting right on the edge of the chair. And we're holding on to the back of the chair with that left hand. And we're going to slide the right leg back. So Teresa, I was wondering if you can just sort of somehow, oh yeah, could do that way. Yeah. And then slide that right leg back. So you want to be feeling the stretch down that, through the hip flexors there, through that right side. Good. So that's it. Brilliant. Penny, I'm wondering if you should come slightly towards the end of the chair there a little bit more. That's it. Good. Just don't let it tip over. Good. So we're driving that right hip forward. We're going to take the right arm up to the ceiling and we're going to lean it over to the left here. Good, and center. We're going to go one more time. So hopefully you're all feeling a bit of a pull through this right side. Penny, you see the top, my top of the foot is on the floor there, whereas I think you're slightly more angled out at the side. So if we can get that leg back a little bit behind you a bit more, yeah. And then bring that left arm over to the side again. And back. Brilliant. So we're going to change sides now. So come back to the center and then we're going over to the other side. That's it. So we're sitting right on the edge of the chair there. Good. So sitting to the edge of the chair, hold on to the back of the chair, and then we're going to drop that left leg, off. Slide that left leg back. Good. Driving that left hip forward, sort of towards the right foot really there a little bit. And then left arm up to the ceiling. Good. And we're going to go over into that side bend. And center it back up. Good. One more time. Into the side bend there. And center it back up. Good. Bring the arm round and we'll just bring that left leg through. Good. And then we're just going to one more time come back to the center, and just because that can be a bit pinchy through our backs, we're going to stretch out through the back. Good. So for the last 10 minutes, I think we're going to come down to the mat. I'm just checking, sorry, someone Okay, I've just got the message there. Brilliant. Oh, sorry, I'm trying not to. Okay, so we're going to take the mat to the side. We're going to come down to lying on the mat. So I'm just going to bring the mat down. So if we come down to sitting, sorry, just rearranging my room here. I'll be one sec. We come down to sitting on the end of the mat. Good. Let's just have the feet to the front of the mat there, arms straight out in front of us, and we're just going to roll down. So see, curving that spine. Obviously, if you need to grab hold of the thighs there, do. And we're going to roll down, lumbar, thoracic. Take the head down, reach those arms over the top. Good. And just nice and long, long legs, reaching the arms behind you. And we're going to flex through that left heel, push that left heel away, reach that left arm back, touch the ceiling behind you, and relax. And then we're going to reach that right arm back, push that right heel away from you, and relax. Good. One more time to each side. We'll reach that left arm back, left heel away, and relax. And then we're reaching that right arm back, right heel away, and relax. And just letting that lumbar spine relax down into the mat there now. We're going to bring the arms down by your side. We're going to bend both knees. Knees and feet are hip width apart. Just have a little play with that neutral spine. So rolling the pelvis forward, taking the chin up towards the ceiling. And then on the out breath, we're flattening through that lumbar spine and taking the chin towards the chest. Good. One more time, roll that pelvis forward, chin to the ceiling. And then on the out breath, we're flattening through the lumbar spine and taking the chin to the chest there. So we're coming up into our shoulder bridge position. So when you're ready, deep breath in, belly button to spine. On the out breath, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling that vertebra one at a time as we come up into the shoulder bridge position, lifting the hips as high as possible, but keeping that rib cage down. So we're keeping that neutral spine position. Check there's no tension through the neck and shoulders. And then we're going to come back down one vertebra at a time, keeping that pelvis curled up until the end. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into that shoulder bridge position, hips lifted, rib cage down. From there, we're going to drop those glutes 6 centimeters and then squeeze and lift back up again. Good. So we're going to drop those hips for 9 and lift. 8 and squeeze and lift. 7 and lift. We should feel those glutes burning a bit now. For 5 and lift. 4 and lift. For 3 and lift. 2 and lift. Last one here. Squeeze and lift back up. We're going to come back down one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up until the end. Take the arms out to the side and palms to the ceiling. So from there, keeping the feet hip width apart. So we're not stacking the knees and feet. We're just going to drop the knees to the right. So we're coming onto the edges of our feet and take the head to the left. And then center back up, and we're dropping the knees over to the left and head to the right. Good. So we're just going to keep doing that nice and fluid movement here. Just obviously we're trying to get those knees down to the floor, but without forcing it. What we're trying to do is relax that back off a bit so that it'll allow those knees to drop down to the floor. We're going to do one more time to each side here. And over. Good. And then we're going to center the knees back up. Close those knees and feet together. And now keeping the knees and feet stacked, we're going to take both knees over to the right, head goes to the left. And then you're going to lengthen that left leg straight over the right knee. So hopefully you should be feeling a bit of a pull through that left glute there. Good, taking the toe towards the floor, trying to keep the shoulders down onto the mat there. And then we're going to stack both knees and ankles and take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. Good. So on the out breath, we're going to take both knees down to the left, head goes to the right. Lengthen that top leg over the bottom knee toe towards the floor. Again, trying to keep both shoulders down onto the mat. Breathing through that stretch. And then we're going to take, stack both knees and ankles again and take that lumbar spine down to the mat there. Good. So from there, we're going to slide the left heel away from you. So nice and long through the left leg, pointing through the toe. We're going to take the leg straight up to the ceiling. If you can, we're going to come up from the breastbone and take hold of that leg, drawing it towards your nose. So feeling that nice stretch up through the hamstring. Hold on to the leg and we're going to take the head back down to the mat. So we're increasing that stretch a bit. And we're just going to start with some ankle circles there. So we're going to go 3 times in the one direction, nice and slowly. And then we're going to change directions and 3 times in the other direction. Good. And then we're pointing through the toe, flex and reach that heel up to the ceiling. Point through the toe and flex, reaching the heel to the ceiling. Good, one more time, point through the toe and flex, reach the heel to the ceiling. We're going to hug that left knee into your chest here, lengthen the right leg away. So keeping that left knee hugged in, the right leg is lengthened away. Push the heel away from you with the right leg so your foot's in flexion. Then we're going to lower the left foot to the floor, keeping the knee bent of that left leg. We're going to point through the right toe, take the right leg up to the ceiling, come up from the breastbone and take hold of the calf and draw the leg towards your nose. And then keeping hold of the leg, we're going to lower the head back down to the floor, increasing that stretch here. And then we're going to start with the ankle circle, so nice and slow. And we're going to go 4 times in the one direction there, and then we're going to change, and we're going to go 4 times in the other direction for 3 and 4. And then we're pointing through the toe and flex and lift that heel up to the ceiling. Point through the toe and flex, lifting that heel up. Last one here, we're pointing through the toe and flex, lifting that heel up to the ceiling. We're going to lower that leg, just hug that knee back in first, hug that knee back in, lengthen your left leg away, flexion through the foot, and hugging that right knee. Good, and then we're going to take both feet back down to the mat, so bending both knees. very gently we're going to roll onto our sides. And coming over onto all fours there now. Good. So onto all fours, we're going to tuck our toes underneath us. Now, we're coming up into down dog. If that's not comfortable for you, just come up to standing and then just do a roll down and a roll back up again. So, tucking the toes underneath, we're coming up into the down dog. Feet hip width apart, heels to the floor, and then take the head through to the knees there, drawing the shoulders down the back. And then we're going to soften through the knees, walk the hands back towards your feet, and then very slowly we're going to round back up, stack that spine, rolling those shoulders back, and brilliant job, everyone. Good. Can't find where the recorders. Got you.